As you can see, we've finished problems 1 and 2 here. So for example 3, we're going to switch it up a little bit. And we're going to look at a given set of coins where we know how many there are, but we're going to have to figure out how much the collection is worth and how many coins are in the collection. So just to remind ourselves here, down in the bottom, I'm going to write that a penny is going to be 0.01. A nickel is going to be 0.05. Then we still got our quarter and our dime. The dime is next at 0.10. And then our last coin that we're going to use here is the quarter, which is 0.25. Each one of these questions gives you a number of coins, and it tells you which coin it is. So for number 3, we have 17 nickels, 5 dimes, and 38 pennies. Question A is asking you how many coins there are. So it doesn't matter how much the coin is worth. The question is just asking you how many are there. There are 17 nickels, which I need to add to the number of dimes. So I have 17 nickels and 5 dimes. And then we have to add on the number of pennies. And there are 38 pennies. So the first question is just asking you how many, how many coins are there? When I add those 3 numbers together, we end up with 60 coins, and I used a calculator, so you should too. The next question is a little bit more work. This is where you're asked, how much is the combination worth? So we know how many coins there are, and we know how much each coin is worth. So now we just have to do some collective math here. If each nickel is 5 cents, and there are 17 of them, I know that my 17 nickels are worth 85 cents. So 0.85, and I'm going to go ahead and write it down. I'm adding all of these together because it's a total. So the next thing I'm going to do after the addition sign is the number of dimes. I know that each dime is worth 10 cents. So I'm going to multiply 5 times 0.1, and I end up with 50 cents. So 5 dimes are worth 50 cents. The next thing that I have to do is figure out how much my pennies are worth, and then I'll be able to add all 3 of these numbers together, and that will be my final answer for how much is the combination worth. If there are 38 pennies, and I know that each penny is 1 cent, when I multiply 38 by 0.01, I get the decimal, of 0.38. So this is the last number that I need to add before I can figure out how much actually this collection of coins is worth. 0.85 was my number of nickels, so I have to add that value. Then 0.5 was the value of the dimes, and then 0.38 was the value of the pennies. When I add together all of those coins and their value, there are 60 coins, and that collection or combination is worth $1.73. Using a calculator here is really, really crucial to helping you get the right answer and also helping you check your work if you do try to do it in your head.